that was a funny question. I would say funny because he, instead of asking a lot of questions about music and education, he he turned to the left. Like we say that in Indonesia, he turned around to the left, turned to the left, and then he asked me a question like this. Ibu means madam in Indonesia. What do you think about the radicalism in Indonesia? So I just gave him the very casual answer. I said, look, everybody believes that God is love. God created human beings. Everyone who lives on this earth, created by God. You know, the big guy up there with the long beard, okay, whatever. And then I said, I wonder if God is love, benevolent, and all that positive stuff that you always describe the God, why in the world God comment, you make a comment, not comment, but commending. So some people who have this belief and the other people who have different belief and told these people, you should kill these people because they don't believe the same thing that you believe in. And then God tells these people to say that you should defame these people and then you should call them, uh, how do you call it again in English? I forgot that name. Hold on.
Infidels.
Infidel, yes, infidel. These are infidel people and they are blasphemy, you know, they do the blasphemy and all that stuff. So I asked the journalist, so what do you think, what kind of God that is? And why do people believe in this kind of God? I said, I don't understand. Because the only devil would do something like that. I said, kill that people because they don't believe in what you believe. Do not trust these people. Hate those people because they believe something else than what you believe. So that is what I I told them, and they had such a big eyes, you know, all of them, because they didn't dare to say, but I can see that in their eyes that they wanted to ask me how come that I have the courage to say that in front of the camera, which is going to be broadcast. I said, because I'm telling the truth. Because when you say that God is love, God doesn't tell you to kill somebody because he doesn't believe in what you believe. What kind of God is that? Right? So that was just to mention it because you were mentioning about religion is part of a culture. So anyway,
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's too because I practice Nichiren Buddhism, so I'm with Herbie Wayne, Esmeralda Spalding, Tina Turner. We all chant Nam Myoho Renge Kyo. So and in the Nichiren Buddhism, he was a very radical monk. He had radical ideas that were based on the Lotus Sutra, which really we look at each person as a Buddha, as a sacred being. And that's the hardest part. I mean, when I used to be a Christian years ago, that was the thing that I took away from Christianity, was that the philosophy of Jesus Christ, where he talked about how we were one and the same, and how we are connected, and there is no difference. There is no, what you do unto someone, you're doing unto me. And that's a very profound philosophy. And I practice this particular sect of Buddhism, Nichiren Buddhism, because it's a practice, and I do it every day. And I think that that's important. Like when people align themselves with a particular type of religious view, the most important is not for them to be, for the, that they live for the religion, but the religion exists for them. So the religion exists because it assists them in being able to see each other in a way that honors and respects the humanity in them. And then also that it allows them to be able to really practice this kind of belief system, and have that. When the religion is there and it's not for the people, then it becomes a kind of a political thing.
Right, right,
because
right.
then that religion begins to dictate someone's values and views and how you're supposed to see something, and that can be man-made because there's some great writings of in all of these profound religions around the world. But when you get human beings involved in interpreting it without having faith and of seeing actual proof from this documentary proof and practice, that's when we kind of run into trouble. And that's unfortunate. But I think that if we have a Christ-like view, or in my case, a bodhisattva view,
Mm-hmm.
we then will have the compassion to really listen to people and make the effort to dialogue, to really, because we're not going to always have the same view. We're just not. This is with art and culture. This is even within music education. There are
Mm-hmm.
people that say that, Ravel was better or Debussy was better. I mean, there's debates in all of that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but it's important to really have this kind of open heart to listen to another person without already having our own concept ready to go to refute whatever they're saying. And I'm thinking that when we listen with our hearts, because the heart is universal, we're able then to find the common ground, which is our humanity. And that, I think, being a musician, we are taught that, because we can't gig with each other. We can't play with each other and create really wonderful music unless we are open like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying about some of those things, and being a radical enough to really say what's from your heart without condemning, because you're not condemning in these statements that you're saying. You're just really asking the question,
Right, right,
and
right.
asking the question's important, for dialogue. So yeah.
Yeah, I already pro without wanting it provoke certain community, but just in short, you know how I provoke. I didn't know that I was provoking because I was only saying that when Jesus Christ was alive and he was an avatar, and that is what I studied because I lived 26 years in the Protestant country, in Evangelium country, where Martin Luther was there. And, and I went very often to where the Roman Catholic was established, in Italy, for instance. I mean, more or less, I know a lot about the history behind that, not just from the books, so-called holy book, right? And 2,000 years after, there are congregations here, congregations there, and here and there, and here and there. And you tell me if I smoke cigarette, then the Holy Spirit would get out of me. They will leave me. I say, who are you to tell me that the Holy Spirit is going to leave me just because I smoke? So you know that kind of a stupid things that they say. But it's okay. It's their belief. I don't care. You can believe whatever you want as long as you do not force me to do what you want and to believe in what you believe. Because I
Mm-hmm.
don't believe in something, but I am convinced about something. It's my
Mm-hmm.
conviction, which is
Mm-hmm.
humanity, compassion.
Mm-hmm.
Be
Mm-hmm.
nice to each other. As the better you get, I mean, in being nice, but not faking it. Comes
Mm-hmm.
from the heart, like you said. Try to listen, try to start a dialogue to understand. And if you don't like the person, you're okay. You just be honest and say, we are not going to cope with that person. That's it. I'm going to leave you because you are a pain in the neck. But that is too harsh, right? When you said you are pain in the neck.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to, anyway, I'm going to stop the recording now.
Okay. Yeah. Or you'll really go viral.
I will go viral because being too honest and follow my heart and telling people that I don't like, get out of my face.
Right? You're a pain in the neck. Yeah, I think you'll go totally viral on that one.
Or especially viral on the Christian community when I said,
Oh,
my Holy
yes.
Spirit will leave me because I smoke a cigarette. Okay.
Well, you're already in trouble because you're talking to a Buddhist. So you're already, okay, all right.
Well, you remember I said to you that, and when somebody would ask me, what do I believe in? What is my belief? I said, I am a universal Buddhist Nazarene Christian. Just think about, I mean, you just think whatever what you want. If you don't understand, read, study.
Right, exactly.
And and you're a pain in the neck, so get out of my
Right, go away and stop being a pain in the neck.
Okay.